Ask almost any House of the Dragon fan who the biggest villain is, and you'll probably hear one name: Otto Hightower. The man who pushed his daughter toward the king, started the Green Council, and helped ignite the Dance of the Dragons. But here's a theory that's becoming more popular among fans. What if Otto Hightower was actually trying to save Westeros? Not because he was a good man, but because he believed the Targaryens were becoming too dangerous. Let's look at it from Otto's point of view. For over a century, the Targaryens ruled because they had dragons. No lord could challenge them. No army could stand against them. If a king became a tyrant, who could stop him? Nobody. One dragon could burn an entire city, and Otto had already seen what unchecked Targaryen power looked like. King Viserys ignored every warning about the succession. Daemon was unpredictable and loved war, and Rhaenyra eventually married Daemon, combining two dragon-riding branches of House Targaryen into one. From Otto's perspective, that wasn't stability. It was a disaster waiting to happen, so he spent years building an alternative. He placed Alicent beside the king, raised Aegon as a potential heir, strengthened House Hightower, and when Viserys died, he moved quickly to crown Aegon before Rhaenyra could react. Most fans see this as a power grab, but supporters of this theory see something different. They think Otto believed the realm needed checks on Targaryen power, even if that meant starting a civil war. Now here's the irony. The dance was one of the bloodiest conflicts in Westerosi history. Thousands died, entire noble houses disappeared, and most of the dragons were wiped out. A complete catastrophe. But what happened afterward? The Targaryens never regained their former strength. Without dragons, they became kings like everyone else. They had to rely on alliances, politics, and their armies, not dragonfire. Some fans argue that this ultimately made Westeros safer, because no future ruler could threaten the realm with dozens of dragons. In a strange way, Otto's actions may have prevented an even greater disaster generations later. But here's the biggest problem with this theory. Otto never says that's his goal, not once. Everything we actually see points towards something much simpler. He wanted his blood on the Iron Throne. He wanted House Hightower to become the most powerful family in the realm. And if that meant sacrificing thousands of lives, so be it. In other words, maybe Otto didn't save Westeros. Maybe he accidentally did. That's what makes this theory so interesting. The outcome may have benefited the realm, even if Otto's reasons were entirely selfish. So here's the question. If Otto had simply accepted Rhaenyra as queen, would Westeros have been better off? Or would a united House Targaryen with dozens of dragons eventually have produced an even worse tyrant than Maegor? Comment only one word. Ute Teo if you think he accidentally saved Westeros, or Rainy Ray if you think he doomed it. Because depending on your answer, Otto Hightower is either the greatest villain in House of the Dragon, or its most misunderstood strategist.